welcome back to my channel. You can see I have a new apron, Getting Bored. It is the name of my Instagram highlight where I make all my awesome charcuterie boards and versions of that. Today is Soup Saturday, round 2. Today I am making Mexican tortilla soup. I already have my stock going in the back, which I will play back through before I start. But while I chop up these veg, I'm going to show you how I made that stock right behind me. So let's get into it and let's do it.
Okay, so this is me deboning the chicken. I want to separate all of the bone pieces from all the meaty pieces. And because the bones have the most flavor in them, so we're going to want to isolate them to leave them in the soup. And then take out the breast and the thighs for putting in after so they don't get dried out. I'm going to put taco seasoning on them, and then we are going to sear them just to get a little bit more flavor, because you guys, color equals flavor. If you just throw them in the water, they're not going to give their full potential of flavor. So here's me just cooking them and taking them out. You don't want to cook them all the way. You just want to brown them, and you will finish them in the water. So once you're finished browning all the chicken, just put them on a plate and set them to the side to be shredded later, to be put back in the soup. In the same oil, you're just going to throw in all those vegetables and get them cooking with all those flavors that you had from the chicken. I used onion, celery, carrot, scallion, and red pepper for this. And I'm also going to add a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And then I'm going to fill this can 3 times with water. And that is going to start our base for this stock. And I really do think adding this chicken stock and making a Mexican chicken stock is so much better than just pouring regular store-bought chicken stock into your soup. How many times can I say chicken stock? I mean, really? So anyway, adding the chicken right into here. This is why when I skin it, I don't worry about cutting off all the meat, because it's just really going to add more flavor to the soup. Just cut off what you can. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to butcher the chicken perfectly.
Okay, I have everything chopped up. Corn straight off the ear, fresh corn if you have it. Red bell pepper and some orange bell pepper. I actually air fried the tomatoes and the jalapenos for about 10-15 minutes. And then I took out the seeds in here, chopped them up real nice. I'm actually gonna probably add the jalapenos closer to the end. Or maybe not, I'm not really that sure. But these are fresh. Air fried them for a little bit just so they had a little bit of like a roasted texture and taste. But I am going to, oh, also we have our black beans. Honestly, maybe I could have put a little bit more beans, like another can, but I think this is more of like, this is a functional bean. I don't know. I don't really like beans, so they're going in there just because, but they're not my favorite, so I don't really see them that much. So I am going to strain the soup, the stock, I can't talk. I'm going to strain the stock, and then we are going to start up with the soup. Very exciting. So my camera died for a quick second, but I basically strained out all the stock. I had a bowl under it, and I felt like a fine mesh strainer, and I poured it over. I had to do it a few times. Take a wooden spoon to kind of push out all the juice. And then I actually put the bowl in the fridge, because all of that oil on the top will actually harden and will make it super, super easy to take off while I get everything ready. So we're gonna go up to the stove. We're gonna sear these up, throw the chicken in the stock, get it cooking. I might add a little bit of water just because it's going to cook off, and I like the stock the way it is. So I'm gonna add some water, and I guess I'll sear the stove. I'm literally talking. I made a pumpkin spice latte. These are really cute. I got them at the grocery store. I'm not the grocery store, at the dollar store. I'll see ya.
Okay, let's get this soup started. You know, all good soups start with a good saute. So we're gonna add our black beans, we're gonna add our red pepper, our jalapeno, our tomatoes, everything that we just cut up, our corn, we are putting it in there. We're gonna saute this in the same exact pot. We don't want to do a lot of dishes here. We're gonna saute this up, get the flavor going, and that will set us up for the next step.
While that cooks and simmers, I'm going to make some yellow rice. I'll show you how to make it, but I'm going to never put it in the soup until right before I eat it. And that's just because I think if you leave rice in soup, it gets a little mouchad. So I'm going to make some yellow rice for it, and then we will come back to the soup once I add Once I'm done searing these vegetables up, yeah, what I'm gonna do is sear these veggies and then add water. I'm gonna add maybe like 5 cups of water, add the chicken in, let that cook, and then add the stock. You feel me? All right, let's get to the rice while these cook. Fabulous. I'm gonna tilt you down here. Here we go. All right. I'm putting 2 cups of rinsed rice. One, 2, so that's 2.5. For every 1 cup of rinsed rice, we're gonna do 1 1/4 cups of water. And then I'm going to take some Sanzon, 1 packet. I honestly think 1 packet is a little bit too much. Holy shit, it's open. Okay. Woo! Okay, so about 1 packet. Honestly, I would do a little bit less. I literally just shook it all over myself. Perfect. 1 tablespoon of butter. Give it a mix. Turn it on simmer. And you're good.
Okay, so on to our next step. After the vegetables have been cooking for about 3 to 4 minutes, you're going to add in your chicken and get that cooking as well. You can see it's not cooked all the way, and we're going to finish that in here in the water. So just use your thigh meat and your breast meat, and this is only going to cook until it is done. We are not going to cook it out for flavor. We already cooked it out for the flavor in the stock. Yes, you can see me adding about 2 to 3 cups of water, and that is just because it's going to boil off when we're cooking the chicken. It's not really for stock purposes. So just stir it up, get everybody to know each other. Leave it on high and let it cook until the chicken is done and at the right temperatures, which I will tell you soon.
Hello everyone. I forgot onions. So I'm gonna dice those up and I'm gonna add them in the soup, and you're gonna pretend like they were there the whole time. So when you're dicing veggies, dice a small onion, okay? I feel so dumb, but dice an onion. Hey, I just want to pop in, show you some bubble. Isn't it beautiful? Side note, I'm temping the chicken as I'm going. The chicken breast, take out at like 155. I'm just gonna put it back in there. It's gonna overcook. Take it out earlier. Take it at like 155, shred it. The chicken thighs is actually better if you kind of get them to like 180. It'll be a lot softer and the bones will actually release a little bit more of that flavor, so that'd be really great. So take out the chicken breast first, shred it. By that time, you should be done with the chicken thigh should be done, and then you'll be good to go. So get one of these temp checks. I use them all the time. They're really awesome. If not, I guess kind of gauge it how you can, but I really recommend getting one of these. They are a lifesaver. So in the meantime, I'm going to also, while I'm talking to you, something just happened. So we're gonna turn you to the rice here. Ooh. Okay, so when the rice, you'll see it. When the rice has no more liquid in it and it's kind of hard like this, what you're gonna do is you're going to completely turn it off, and you're going to not open it, and this is going to steam. This is going to steam for another, like, I would leave it for 15 minutes, and then you open it, this is gonna finish cooking it. So this takes about 10 minutes to kind of absorb all the water. It could take longer or less depending on your simmer setting. But do not take this top off. It is very important. It is going to steam until you get perfect rice.
So after the chicken is done, we are going to shred it up and add it back into the soup. Right now your soup should be kind of on a simmer. You don't want to overcook anything or burn the bottom while you're kind of doing these transition things. Stir it up. You can obviously see it's very, very thick, which you see. Get your stock and pour it in. I like the stock the way it is, so I am not going to cook it down any longer. All of that water we added in earlier has obviously cooked away. Stir this up and we are going to get it ready to eat. I am so excited to try this. This is the first time I actually made this, and looking back, I did not put cilantro, but feel free to add cilantro right at this moment. So now that our yellow rice is done, you're going to take the lid off and fluff it with a fork. And this is really important to make sure that you have fluffy rice. You want to make sure you fluff it really nice. You don't want to squish it all together. Let me show you how amazing this is. I cannot believe how good this came out. This is one of my absolute better rices. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. That is just awesome. Okay, take a bite. Take a bite, open up. Wow, I'm awesome. Now we're going to take a lime and just finish the sauce. Yeah, finish the sauce. Finish the soup with just like a nice acidic ending. And what it's going to do is it's going to lighten it up and not make it so heavy. Always, always taste your soup just to add any extra seasonings at the end.
Okay, we are officially done. It is 11:15 at night. So the official taste test is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to invite somebody over. I don't know who it is, but I will invite them over. Right now, it's time to package this up. I think my favorite part about Soup Saturday is that I get to make this soup. Of course, I get to share it with all of you guys, but I also get to actually share it with my family, and it's so much fun to get their feedback. Not everyone likes every single soup, so there's always that. Woo, hot. I personally made this soup, I think, after tasting it, pretty spicy. I thought roasting the jalapenos would kind of tone it down. Maybe I put too much jalapenos. But I do think that adding like rice and cheese on top is going to make it the perfect amount of spice. So I'm not really too worried about it, to be completely honest with you. I think great toppings for this would be sour cream, Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar cheese. Ow. I squeeze a lime. What the hell? Ow. Literally like a bean, hot as lava, was just stuck to my finger. It still is. What the heck? Anyway, what did I say? Yeah, so like toppings that are really, really going to be good on here is definitely going to be sour cream, cheese, squeeze a lemon. If you are all about the heat, add some fresh, holy crap, that was hot. Add some fresh jalapeno, that could be like awesome. A real game changer. Oh, and avocado, that could be really, really, really good. Out of the way. I'm gonna try and let them cool a little bit before I close them. I don't know what my lids are. I know my mom has lids, but I wanted to make this yellow rice because I think it would be really good to just kind of add a filler to it. The soup, not that it honestly needs it because it's fire, but I didn't want to put it in the soup, as I said before, because I think it gets funny. And also this, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but this was cooked perfectly. Like, I'm a queen. I'm amazing at everything I do, mainly making rice. Hi, sweetie. So yeah, I mean, this is the second week of Soup Saturday. Comment below what you guys think that I should kind of make for this. If there's, so far we've done corn chowder and Mexican tortilla soup. Again, like I'm really trying to use stuff that's good at the moment. So tomatoes and corn are still very much in season. So I wanted to use them in this, and I also had chicken and I got a request to make it. So why not? But yeah, so I'm gonna actually give this to my fam, or I'm gonna post on Instagram, see if anybody wants it. And I'll give them this on the side, and you can kind of scoop it in if you want, or if you don't want, or if you want to eat it on the side. I just think it's a necessary thing, and now you know how to make yellow rice. So I'm gonna top these. I'm gonna close out the video here. Listen, we'll go to my taste test. 1, 2, 3, taste test. Back from the taste test. I'm gonna close out the video here. I just want to thank you guys for watching as always. I know I'm not always super consistent, but I'm working on it because being an editor is not as easy as being a chef and food personality that I am here. But I'm working on it. Again, leave comments below on what I can do better. I will try my best to accommodate to all of that. But as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, because we are never bored of cooking.